I am ready. We are live. We're live over on YouTube at the same time, chat. Incredible. Everyone say hi, YouTube. They can't see you, but they can pretend. YouTube people are weird. Don't say that. That's rude. That's rude. You can't say that. Hi, YouTube. Hi, YouTube people. I'm a YouTube person. No, YouTube people are best chat. Oh, exactly, Otto. Exactly. They can't see that I said that. For all they know, Peter said it. Hold on. They can hear me. I have a very distinct reader voice, clearly. This is sorry, I want to focus a little bit on what this video is about, what this stream is about, because, you know, this is what you're supposed to do. Yeah, okay, this is how long it's been since I played Shapes 2. Oh my gosh. Wow, that can't be right. This is like before 1.0? I guess. I don't know. All right. It's been a long time. Clearly, Rainbow did not say it, and Ptony said that. Thank you, Otto. It has been a long time. Yeah, I wonder how long it's been since I played Shapes 2. When this came out... Overflow splitters. That looks interesting. Trains rework. Very cool. No. Don't do that. Don't do that. Go away. Thank you. Yeah, unsupported game version. So we'll have to do a new game. There's ways of making it work. It says I'm mixed half Jesus and half Peter. Hashtag run up and see which one you get. What? I found a funny t-shirt. I'm mixed half Jesus and half Peter. Run up and see which one you get. Oh, I get it, kind of. 0.0.7 to 0.1.0. How far we have come. I do like trains. Yeah, this game has trains. Definitely not. Okay, do we do hexagons or bestigons? Do we do it though? One of the really cool challenges you can do in this game is called making an MAM, which stands for a make anything machine, where it'll give you random shapes that you have to make, and then through the power of like logic and circuit gates, the shapes will automatically start assembling themselves. It's MAM. We gotta do hexagons, right? We got to. We'll do normal difficulty, though. Map generation, very cool, very cool. Spawn secondary colors. Oh, that's quaint. Spawn tertiary colors? Oh, which is white. Okay, this is fine. We'll leave it all default. You can not... Oh, yeah. Instead of going back on the bottom, trains will now get destroyed whenever they reach the end of a track. What? What? No splitters? That sounds terrible. I guess that just means that all of your trains have to have turnarounds. It's probably fine. No full cutter. You cannot unlock the full cutter anymore. That's rude. No straight stacker. Okay, no, we're doing just normal. We'll just do normal everything. Okay, sweet. This is shapes. Normally you play with squares, but we're playing with hexagons because they're bestigons. And it's quite easy. So we've got gold up here in the top left. Let's see if I can remember the controls in this game. So let's just put a bunch of that stuff down. No, wait, what? I'm trying to remember. No, how do you... Oh, place anchors with C. I figured it out. And then we go like this, and like this, and like this. And like so. Beautiful. So, we now have all of these red guys coming out to hang out with us. Of course, this isn't the part that we need. We actually need... Oh, fascinating. What's this rate? Nope. Oh, C is the pipette tool. Fascinating. This makes 15 per minute, which means this also does 15 in, and then, wow. This can do 60. Tell you what, we'll just do that. That should be plenty. That should be plenty. Boom. Sweet. Wonderful. Cool. And then, do we have copy and paste? I don't think we have copy paste yet. Much shapes. So, we get these full shapes in, we cut them, these cutters split it in half. The orientation doesn't matter. So either of these will count, and these will start floating in. We've got 15 times 4 means 60 that are coming onto this belt. The belt can handle 60 shapes per minute. They get siphoned off over here. Each of these can handle 15, and puts out 2 rows of 15. So therefore, you know, we've got 4 inputs that matches the 60, and we have 8 outputs, which means we have 120 coming out per minute. We can do the same thing over here if we want. I don't know how necessary it is. There's really no reason not to continue to build stuff. Is the situation. I love when you talk numbers. Thank you. Numbers are great. Numbers are your friend. All right, so we've got the red pizza wedges working. Now we need gray pizza wedges, which are the same thing, basically. We'll just do the same thing. Like so. Beautiful. Beautiful. Amazing. It finished. Oh. We need to make a new shape over there. See that? It's getting spicier. All right. Let's also look at our tasks. Why don't we pin this and pin this? These look like easy tasks. Well, we'll just pin one of them at a time. That's fine. Do we have... Yeah. We've got these gray pinwheel thingies. And we just need 100 of them. So why don't you just go... That's perfect. And you go like so. Whenever, maybe I should have mentioned, the way that you like complete something is by sending parts into this vortex of mystery. We're sending parts to the vortex. This is our space elevator if you're coming from Satisfactory. This is our science lab if you're coming from Factorio. This is our, what other what other games exist? I don't know of any. I don't know of any. This is our heart if you're coming from Slay the Spire. Okay, so that should start working, probably. Yeah, green check mark. Good, sweet. What's the delete button? That. Okay. So the next thing we want to do here, and when I said that, it's just hold shift and press right click and you can delete something, which is easy. Okay, so the next thing we gotta do is we'll rotate these 90 degrees. It's actually not rotating 90 degrees. Thank you very much. Okay, so if we've got 60 parts coming out on this belt, that means that we need 2 for each of these. Oh, I just realized, hold on. If we, thank you, unlock, thank you, very nice. Oops. Okay, so these are rotated 2 different ways. I wonder if we do something like this. Yeah, see how it's giving 2 different parts? We might want to make it a little bit cleaner than that. Unfortunately, I don't think we have an ability to... Oh, what we can do, watch this. We'll make these little jumpers like so, which means that now we go like this, and we've got 2 separate thingamabobbers. Like so. Very nice. Each of these has a rate of I am watching. I think we have 60 per minute on each of these belts, right? So we should do this and this. And then we can put in cutters. So this is going to be an 60 again, which means we need 4 of these. We can delete you, and you, because all we need is these guys. Beautiful. A little wasteful? No. We've got infinite supplies. That's fine. Same thing over here. Delete this and this and this and this. And then sweet. There you go. Okay, that should be fine. You just keep working on that. I really wish we had a copy paste. Oh, we do have a copy paste. There goes that. Okay, delete all of this. This all comes off of just one line, huh? So if we do something like this, copy you, and then put you all over like here, boom. Now all of a sudden we have these guys. Beautiful. Mythophilus, how you doing? This takes me back to the golden age of browser flash games on bigidea.com and lego.com. Yeah, it's I could see that. It's a charming, like, very zen approach to factory games, which I quite enjoy. Do you play many factory games? Speaking of, 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be fine, probably. Good. Why are you going so slow? Are you just taking forever to make it there? Probably. Yeah, it's just populating. Good, okay. Sweet, so that's working there. We've got 60, 120, 120 of these and 120 of these. Good. What else can we work on? Not per se, but there was something these type of games remind me of that I really enjoyed back in the day. Yeah. I'm trying to think what that might be. Can you build some of the factory on the island that creates the original shape? Yes, eventually. Eventually we'll start like building stuff out here, but first you always have to start at like your base factory. Yeah, but the world gets bigger. A new shape goal has been completed. Thank you. So we can get rid of that. And that. And that. Thank you. Now you need those things you've been throwing away! Oh, it's true. I could just take these things I've been throwing away. That's probably the easiest way to do this, isn't it? I was about to like cut these things again, but it's probably easier to just go whack, 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 whack. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, yeah, good call. Good shout. I was gonna do that in a much more complicated way. Cool. All right, so there's that. Meanwhile, over here, we just need the same shape but different over for this one, don't we? Perfect. You go. Sweet. All right. And then this is almost done. Yeah, I think straight, simple factory building is a little bit more of a novelty. Like most people would look at Factorio as kind of the father of this genre. They were inspired by, I believe in part they were inspired by some of the mod packs from Minecraft. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't like done a deep dive, but I believe that's how it went. My game is 50% downloaded. Huge. Okay, sweet. Not bad. Wait. You don't need this. Okay. I just assumed, but I assumed wrongly. We can destroy all of this then. Goodbye to all of you. Goodbye. Goodbye, Shapes. So you work on this. And you start working on this. Can I, flip? Is there a flip button? There is. You just press F. Sweet. So now this will start building twice as fast. Okay, let's see what else we need to do. We could start working on this. Nice. Okay, there goes that. That should be done in no time. We are 50 shapes away, 40 shapes away from this being done, which is very nice. And then we'll be done with our first milestone. We also have 2 research points. I'll probably wait for all these things to be done together. Milestone complete. Nice. Vortex LTD recommends prioritizing milestone shapes and only doing the side tasks while those are being delivered. In this way, you can avoid unnecessary waiting times and remain efficient at all times. Sounds great. New tasks. Stacker, second floor. Side upgrades unlocks the upgrades tab, allowing you to unlock advanced technologies. What do you mean side upgrades? Wasn't I already working on upgrades? Decorations. Thank you. Okay, I know they told me to focus on the milestones first. However, this is really easy to set up. So I'm just going to do this. Boop, 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 boop. Thank you. Get rid of the trash. Get the real parts. Nice. Duke! Unlock that. So now you want the entire pizza wedge from somewhere? That's easy. Flip. Nice. Okay. Now, go ahead and destroy all this, because instead we're going to do just cutters again, as we've done in the past. 3, 4. How are you, TC? Oh. Hi, Sam. I have a small update. Tell me about it. What's up? All right, there's that. The new meds they're providing her is actually helping her a bit, and she's been responding to it positively, but the doctors requested to wait for 2 days to check with it to provide us the actual update on her health. Hopefully it'll be positive. That's great. That's great. Okay. Let's look ahead for our milestones. Yes. So we're going to be building this eventually. I'm not Sam. I'm a friend of hers named Lena. Well, it's good to meet you, Lena. There's that. There's that. So I suppose what I want to do is take down all this. This is 60 of these top right wedges per minute, which is good. If we copy this, flip it, and then do something like so. Where Jens? I want to say hi. She's working. She's working right now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. She has to work. Break, 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 break. Put these in. How are you doing, Lo-Fi? It's good to see you. Yenta is planning on slowing down with her streaming content. Well, I'm not sure what her long-term plans are, but long-term. But soon she's going to be working at the normal times when she used to stream, yeah? Oh, wait, wait, wait. No, we don't want that. Get rid of all that. This is already set up how we want it. Okay, let's make a stacker. This is 10 per minute. Which means we need 6 of them. You're fine. You're fine. I understand. We put these down. Okay, so now what this does is it stacks these on top of each other. Isn't that beautiful? And so we'll make 60 of these per minute, which will be great. I can't remember if she said weekly streams are coming back in July. I kind of thought not because of her new schedule, but I don't know. Yeah, so during the summer, her custodian work, she starts really, really busy. But then, like, really, really busy. But then by the end of summer, things slow down quite a bit. I'm not sure if she has planned out what she wants to do long-term out there. You know what we can do? Boop, boop, boop. Make everything faster. Also, this sounds really helpful. Good. Yeah. I think, so July also gets a little bit more hectic because we have GothCon. I think she's still planning on, what? You're not supposed to be doing that. Thank you. Why are you slow? Oh, because... What? Oh, I see. Just throw all of that away. That's fine. Easy peasy. We just have to pay Ptony enough to where she doesn't have to work. Yeah, let's do it. You know, it would be really cool if one day we do Game of Favorites was large enough to support us full time. That is 100% the dream. At least for me. Okay, we should start preparing this. Sweet. We can destroy you. And now we have these little blue spiky thingies. Very nice. Go ahead. So that's working. I think we can get rid of all this now. Yeah. What would Game of Favorites look like with, say, triple-digit viewers all the time? Wouldn't that be wild? All right, you're working. It would be wild. I think I'm gonna prepare for this. Whoops, that's exactly wrong. The other way. We've experienced that one time, more or less. That's already 100% correct. Sweet. All right, so just throw that away for now. but soon we're going to be merging this. We're going to use these to stack together with these, and that will complete the next part of this, which will be awesome. New high scores for sure, yeah. Yeah, for the most part, I was going for high scores that, you know, like, you can get more points in Game of Favorites when there's more voters, right? So a lot of the records that we track are the sorts of things that can be beaten. Look at all this stuff being thrown away. Beautiful. Progress. All right, you're working and you're only halfway there, so why don't we just ignore you for a while? Meanwhile, over in tasks, we can start working on this. We do not have the splitter thingy, unfortunately. What are the more advanced parts of this? Just like random stuff. Just like rotations and stuff. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Shape goal has been completed. Thank you very much. Very kind. You keep doing whatever you want to do, I guess. That's fine. All right, sweet. So we have these two parts. I kind of want to... No, we don't have to worry about rotating them yet. What we can do, though, is we can select all this, copy it, flip it, and do the same thing over here. So now... So now, if we grab two sets of stackers, one could be like so. Is that 6? That's 6. And the other can be like so. So this is the left side, which means the right side should come like so. Sweet, beautiful, wonderful. Meanwhile, you should come over this way. Nope, over this way. And you should come over this way. And then we have the same part, but backwards. Look at that. Vibes! The promised Shapes 2 stream! We got it! We're playing with hexagons, because they're bestagons. Oh, it says valid now. Hey, are you looking for validation? I don't know if we'll see any of the new content. But it does feel slick. There's like little things like the UI has been updated. I'd like validation. Yeah, of course. Here you go. Check it out. Mel, look at you. You're so valid. Womp. Womp. You're doing great, buddy. What does this done sign mean? I have no idea. Oh, it's saying that goal has already been accomplished. I see. Okay, sweet. So now our next step in the process is going to be one, two, three, four, five, six. Like so. And there you have it. And that should be valid. Very nice. Okay. Sweet. So that's working on that. You was kind, you was strong, you was important. That's right. Honestly, this might be crazy, but I might just do something like like this. And then yeah. See? So it's telling me that one of the things being made is a future goal and the other thing is the current goal. That's fine with me. You keep going. You keep doing your thing. All right. I just stepped in cat vomit and I'm out of paper towels. Oh, jeez. So I needed to pick me up after having to spontaneously wash my feet. Yeah, that's gross. Cats, I love cats, except for when I don't. That's the thing. You know what I mean? Like sometimes cats. That's the full sentence right there. Yeah, sometimes cats. Oh, jeez. Okay, so you're working away. You're working away. Is this just hurry up and wait for now? We're kind of using a lot of our different parts. I don't know if we have... Oh, are you getting unlocked ahead of time? That's a thing? Ha! Wow. We're such professionals at video game. That is wild. Yeah, I'm surprised they let us do that. Okay, so now we need to do the same thing but different. I believe that if we just do this, it'll do it. Yeah. Like, okay, so all these old parts need to clear out, but we just rotated one bit further, and that will change what gets cut. Same thing up here. And there you have it. I am not surprised. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I'm just saying, if I was a dev, I don't know if I would be so kind as to give that. Oh, look at this UI. It's showing you that there's 2 different parts that are being made and toggles between them. Beautiful. Beautiful AI. Well done. Well done, Mr. Topsper. Okay. What can we buy with 7 points? I would like a swapper. We're about to have 11 points very soon. Let's be strategic about this. I think a swapper is very good for lots of builds. The 3rd building floor is also very helpful at some point. Space platforms is what's coming up next. Makes sense, makes sense. The swapper, no swapping. No. It's a good thing. The swapper helps us swap things. I'm not sure what to get. Oh, what are you deliberating about getting? Dígame. You did it! Oh, look at this mess that we're working towards. I don't like that. Oh, you're not sure what to get in my life. I see. So the swapper would be nice quality of life. Like, you can take these shapes and combine them together to make these shapes. That's fun. Best chat. Hi, Mel. It has auto. It does. Proof. The bent stacker, I don't really use much. Oh. It ends up being very similar, but it's a little more restrictive. A half destroyer can be helpful for sure. But I think we're gonna save up for the stacker. That's what we'll do. That'll be good. Okay. Our next step will be, why don't we get rid of all of this? None of this is doing anything productive for us anymore. Sad to say. This will be productive later. I know we're just like tossing this stuff into the void. That's fine. Yeah, like if we had a swapper right now, it would be perfect for these guys. However, we don't. So we have to do one of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you. And then we do a little bit of this madness. No, stackers need to stack. I need these things to do things for me. You don't understand. Flip this. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, sweet. So now we have these guys. Oh, hold on. 6. All right. And then just let that go. Just let that go. C, valid. Just like Mel. Okay, sweet. Nice. Now we have... The music for this game is a vibe. Yeah, like everything about this game is all about being zen, I would say. Boop, 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 boop. All right, so the left side means that the right side over here should go like so. Peter, you are also valid. Father Mark, you are extra valid. That's called clerical privilege. No. You don't go there, thank you. And voila! Check it out, we're making Bart buddies. I always knew I was extra. We're making good progress. This will take a while here. But these should be pretty fast. We only need 200 of those. And then up next... But wait, there's more. Oh, that's so annoying. Why would you do these things to me? Oh, up next, we're going to need this thing that's put on top. Hey, what if we just, that's the same idea except different. 75% downloaded. That's exciting. I'll just let it go because I think that the next part I'm going to be redoing all of this. Are you ready for some pew pew pew? Some days I want to be more like chat. Hi, Father Evan. Oh, you snuck in here. How you doing? How you doing?
Chat, yes. Yes, chat.
Thanks, chat. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you understand. Mel, thanks for the gifted sub to Father Evan. Pew pew pew. Best chat is saying pew pew pew. Father Evan, just want you to know that best chat sees you. $101. Oh wow, you've given 101 gift subs in the channel. That's heckin' wild. That is heckin' wild. One for each Dalmatian. You know, at first pass, I thought you said one for each denomination. I was like that. Sure. Give me the swapper. 22 per minute? Is that the same speed? Oh yeah, that is the same speed. So that means 4. I need 4 of these. All right. You go like so. Look at that, gang. Amazing. Oh, hold on. You should go like so. Boom. And we're making parts. And I kind of want to do the same thing again. Except this time with you and with you. And then we'll have these two guys, which will be important for our next stage with the stackers. There's 6. Nope, there's 6. And then these gray shapes are going to be stacked on top of these things. Beautiful. It is very satisfying. No, there are totally only 101 denominations. How many denominations do you think there are? Like I think people say it's getting so intricate. Oh, it's getting to be such a mess. Okay, so maybe like 5. Okay, so you're going over this way, and Spiky on the left, Spiky on the left. They're not supposed to match, so that's actually perfect. We go like so, and like so, and then this is our correct part. Nice. 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 All right, there's that. So we're making 120 of those per minute. So that should just take 3 minutes. At least 200. 200 sounds reasonable to me. Like it really comes down to how you weigh things like secondary issues and primary issues. The Protestant church is neither holy nor Roman nor an empire. Wait. Price is Right rules. So like one of the complications is that there is a number that floats around and continues to grow. I think right now it's around like 30,000. But that number isn't measuring what folks expect it to be measuring. Like it's like, for example, the Catholic Church would have a few hundred denominations because the Catholic Church is in, like, if a church is in every country, if a faith is being practiced, would be considered its own denomination by that study. Google said 45,000. Yeah, so take that with a grain of salt. Like, that doesn't mean 45,000 different ways of interpreting the Bible. There are many different ways of interpreting the Bible in ways that are contradictory to each other. But that number is not 45,000. Joe Heschmeyer made a video where he talked about, fairly recently, I think the video was called something like arguments that Catholics need to stop using. And this is one of them. So I recommend that. He's going to do a better job explaining it than I will. Oh, this is actually, what? Yeah, no, that's fine. Worldwide, depending on how it's decided to count as another denomination, is probably higher. Yeah, it's, I mean, Christianity is supposed to be a worldwide religion, right? Like, the faith was supposed to go out to all nations. So I would ask, like, worldwide what the estimate would be. A half destroyer could be helpful. But that actually I consider more helpful. Well, that was probably the wrong choice. That's fine. The street where I live has a lot of different ones, like small communities of different names, but they are super similar. Yeah, it's, yeah, it can get a bit complicated, huh? All right, we can get rid of all of this processing because it's now no longer helpful. We want gray spikes on red. The agile timer is blocking my view of how much science you have. I have 2. The agile timer is acting wonky right now. Not sure what that's about. JL is wonky. Yeah. So, like, I think there is an argument to be talked about in terms of, like, if the Bible is supposed to be, well, like, however we're supposed to receive the faith of Christ, whether we accept church authority or not, whether we accept tradition authority or not, whether we accept scripture authority, we all do. So that one's easy. The reason that Catholics bring up denominations in apologetics sometimes is to point out that the Sola Scriptura model seems to produce a great variation in terms of interpretations compared to models that include church as part of authority, which I think has weight. So like the specific number of 45,000, that's an inflated number, a highly inflated number. Let's say it's just 1,000. Still 1,000 is highly problematic. Like, I'm fine settling for 1,000. I'm fine settling for 300 distinct denominations as like a proper measurement of the world. Still, that is something that the Sola Scriptura view needs to account for. Yeah, an absurd number. Yeah. Okay, cool. Sweet. This is almost done. We need 140 more of those. This is working away, and so is the one after it. We're about to unlock platforms, which is exciting. That means we're gonna go out into the world and we will start having butterflies, I guess. Oh, geez, man. I don't want it. I don't want it. How many? We're gonna get 5 and 5 from that. That's nice. Holy crap. All of this for just one science point? Rude. I feel like I've made these things before on a past save. I think I must have gotten pretty far. I don't think I got down here. Not the Economist TV. Welcome in. I just picked this game up this week and I've played like 20 hours of it so far. Enjoy, brother. That's awesome. Have you heard, if you've just picked this up, the crown jewel, the late game challenge is a make anything machine? Have you heard anything about those? I wonder if they're classifying religion like a taxonomic system and denomination is like a species. I don't know. You might be able to glean some hints there. Here, let me find the Joe Heschmeyer video real quick. What do I like and don't like about this game compared to Factorio? This game, I think...
Welcome back to Sim.
Here. There you go, Mel. I recommend that. The ma'am glances at coffee stain. Yeah, I know, right? I don't think it's a reference because it was a community developed challenge from what I know. Maybe? I'm not sure. Yeah. Let's see. Factorio is by and large my favorite. I think that Factorio, the blueprinting system makes so that you scale up your factory really, really nicely. And that's fantastic. I also like how the different, like the modding community makes it so that there's always fresh and interesting challenges to try out. And ever since Space Age has come out especially, I find that the modding community has really pushed themselves to find ways to make factory development more interesting. And there's always Pyanodon to come back to. As eventually, those are all really cool things to me. Satisfactory, there is something special about walking around inside your factory, placing down these ginormous industrial buildings, making these skyscrapers of factory buildings. Like, there is something really special about that. I think for me, Satisfactory starts to suffer in the late game. The Dimension Depot helps a lot with solving some of the problems that I have. You don't have to stop the game. Yeah, it just keeps playing itself. So like placing down tracks can be more tedious for your like rail system. Compared to Factorio, a lot more tedious, that sort of thing. I think that if they added... I'm very surprised that you can't look at the map and see your factory sprawled out on it. That would be a huge quality of life thing that I think would change the game for me. So that's how I feel about Satisfactory. Fantastic game, very unique things at play. the end game gets tough for me because I get tired of placing down the same building over and over again instead of copy pasting giant modules. This game, I think it's very much the Zen game. Like, you can just lose track of time in this. The abstract and simple and simplistic design is both its strength and also its limitation for me. Like, eventually, once you get to a point of once you've built the MAM is a fantastic challenge, but once you've built it, there's not really that much challenge left in it. So, like, once you've done that, like, I'm hoping that they introduce new ideas. Like, the hexagon shapes are a very enjoyable change of pace, but it's not quite enough to make me want to do a whole other playthrough. But when I got this game, I just spent time playing it for I spent a long time just playing it and didn't really do much else until I finished. Just once I finished, it doesn't have the same replayability for me that Factorio does. Satisfactory construction bots win. Yeah, I don't know how they would do that. I would love it if they had a copy paste system similar to Factorio. But since you're like, Factorio was able to do that since you're looking from a bird's eye view and just pasting onto a two-dimensional plane. Satisfactory has a 3D handcrafted environment that makes it harder to do that. One criticism I've read about this game is too much rebuilding. Yeah, oftentimes you make a shape, and then once you're done making that shape, you don't need that shape anymore. So it really becomes a question of, eventually, once you start unlocking space platforms like we did just now, you start making modules. You start making modules like this is your printer module or something like that, you know? And you put all of your stuff here, and then you have your inputs and your outputs, and you start building like at this scale. So I think that Shapes also does pretty well in terms of scaling to late game. But eventually a shape is a shape, and it does start to feel monotonous. Contrast that with Factorio, where you can, and my buddy did on his first playthrough, use a circuit network to create a similar make anything factory, but the game doesn't end. Interesting. I've been thinking about, like, if you just have one line of assemblers, one line of chemical plants, one line of, and just have a sushi belt type thing. Those challenges are fun, and they're all over YouTube, right? Yeah. Also the mods, like right now I'm doing a playthrough of Factorio where I added in just a whole bunch of extra planets, and the planets are pretty good. I'm pretty impressed with them, enjoying them quite a bit. Did I ever beat Satisfactory? No, I did not. See, that's what's tricky for me. I enjoy it, but I kind of burn out by the end game because there are so many, like, the scaling up the factory at the end gets tougher. That's exactly my difficulty with it. It's still fun. I still like it. It's just harder. I built so much with blueprints that made mid and late game factories easier. Yeah, you can, they do have a blueprint system that is not bad. I think that they did blueprint systems as much as I could imagine it making sense in Satisfactory. The solutions that they come up with in that game are great. But like in this game, let's say I have a whole part of the factory like this large, and I just want to copy it and then paste it over here. You can do that in this game. You can do that in Factorio. In Satisfactory, you can copy what? What is their largest? A 6x6x6 block? It's not the same. Not to say that it's, I mean, like, I like the game. I don't know how I would fix that challenge, but, like, that for me is a huge obstacle. The scaling at the end of the game is just more inhibitive than these other factory games. I almost 100% complete with Satisfactory. That's really awesome and commendable. Yeah, I definitely want to return to it, right? And have been playing it. But I'm not entirely sure how far I'll make it. We'll see. There's a part of me that's thinking about playing Satisfactory Plus. Like the modded version, the brutal mod for Satisfactory. And then seeing how, and then probably after that saying, wow, that was a terrible idea. Let's play the normal game and just beat that. And the normal game will feel so much easier in comparison. I will invite you to my factory when I am done. That's very exciting. Yeah, I would love to tour your factory. Like, I would definitely love to actually make a nuclear power plant. I have never done that. I would love to get to the final phase. You know, like I do want to finish Factorio. I just don't know when that will happen. This is interesting. All these ones, this must have to do with, oh. Am I able to build down here? I am able to build down here. Wow. They already give me 2 layers. That's quite fascinating. So this is the dimension update. It's the same game, except they gave you extra dimensions to work with, and I believe that we unlock more dimensions in the future. Train speed. They also redid the signals and the trains. So especially like the global wire transmitters, you used to be locked to just 8 signals, 8 that you could use your transmitters for, like 8 colors, which was a little bit restrictive. Now you're able to, like, I think it's basically unlimited. Nuclear power is tough, but really cool when it works. Yeah, see, I'm interested in the design of the factory, but I'm not interested in clicking my mouse as many times as it requires to actually build it, you know? Like, Satisfactory ends up being more like Minecraft in that way, where you have to build block by block by block. It took me 20 hours in game. That's wild. That is really wild. This is a mess. How am I? All right. Tell you what. Nope. What? Oh, because I was on a layer below. That makes sense. Sort of. Get rid of all of this. What is the shape code for? I wish I could show you on an older save. But this becomes, you can use this on signals to control, to make a make anything machine, basically. You don't have to use it if you want to construct all your shapes manually, but like, you can entirely ignore this if you don't want to. But if you're interested in using a circuit network to read whatever the challenge shape is. The challenge shapes will come up here eventually later. I forget. What? What? Oh, it's just warning me that saves. Yeah, just text serialization for any given shape. Yeah, so like, for example, if I wanted to, I forget everything's shape code. You can add like pins in there. Oops, pins, maybe? What? Maybe that's the wrong place. Yeah, there you go. Turn that into a... who knows? You can play with it when making a map marker for demo purposes. Oh, apparently there too. Yeah. Yeah, I think most places you can, where there's the text, you can manipulate it. So like, it's not terribly helpful right now, but getting used to what these look like later on when you put a, like imagine for a second that you have a mall of different parts and you've got your butterfly things, you've got your pizza wedges, you've got your stars, and then based off of the shape code that you're reading from a universal signal, it says, oh, well, I need a few of these butterflies, I need one of these stars, and I need one pizza wedge. I'm showing you things behind my map. Let those parts through and then assemble my part automatically for me. Game downloaded in time for me to go to bed. Oh no! That's tragic. That's tragic. I like the new animations. The new animations are pretty cool. So if we do something like this, and then something like this. We trash you, you, and you. There are some quality of life changes I'd like to see. For instance, I shouldn't have to pipe those miners to output squares by hand every time. Yeah, there's a lot of like repeat things you gotta do in this game. Like I think eventually, like I could take this and then copy it over here, right? Copy this, paste this, and then all of these things are already pre-built for me. But yeah, to me, it surprises me that they make you put down these miners because you will always want to put those miners there. I think it would make it much simpler if that was just made abstract and it spits out parts over here. But that's fine. Or maybe that's an upgrade that you could unlock. I wouldn't mind that. Those split to trash things could just be a destroy splitter. I unfortunately don't have that unlocked yet. In this version, it didn't give me that to start with, which surprised me a little bit, but it is what it is. I wonder if that's a difficulty modifier. You start with it on normal. Yeah, I think it has to do with starting on hexagon mode, because I think that's what happened. Let's move you like over that way, actually. And then we can do something like this. I do like that you can make these smaller jumps as opposed to only having one size jump before. That's very nice. It makes this sort of build possible. I think I did this all on one layer, didn't I? Which means that I can almost do this. I forgot about the trash cans. Consider rotating one of those butterfly wedges so they're all the same orientation. Yeah, I'll probably want to do that later when it builds on top. But it looks like I'm going to want two of them eventually anyways, so I'm not terribly worried about it. I'll have to do that finagling later for sure. But we'll see. I think I've scratched my itch. Another update they mentioned is that the belts can just hold more than they used to. Like the space belts. Is this basically satisfactory? It's a factory game. Yeah, sure. We'll call it that. Sure. How you doing, Omega? Good to see ya. Oh, what I can do is take this. And move you over here. Move you over here. Shapes! Have you played Shapes? It's a great game. It's really a good game. Ah! Okay. Put that in. Put that in. Put that in. Put that in. Sweet. Oh. Well, that's new. I don't remember the parts looking like that. That's a new animation. Oh, to make it, Gotcha, gotcha. Because it used to be that, these three belts were more interspersed with each other. That makes sense. That makes sense. I like that. That's a good change. Like, they didn't have three different colors. They just had one flat belt and had 12 lanes along it. So the bottom layer would be distributed to, like, far left, around here, something like that. Cool. All right. Well, at Shapez 2, I think it's a great game. I expect to, in my own time, go back to Factorio and slay the Spire. And on stream time, we'll do more Satisfactory. But it was nice to see Shapez 2 again. Highly recommended. I think that this is one of the best games to, like, if somebody wants to try a factory game, this one like checks off a lot of boxes and is a little less intimidating than other games can be. I mean, it all depends what you're looking for, but if you're looking for just like the vibes, this game has fantastic vibes. Oh, yeah. Right. I forgot that. Huh. Those guys are stuck. Sweet. I think I'm going to call it there. A little bit earlier than I typically do, but that's okay. We'll at least say goodbye to YouTube. Maybe we'll hang out on Twitch chat a little bit longer and just chat. Everyone say goodbye, YouTube. Goodbye. Goodbye. One of the buttons to say goodbye, it's this button. Goodbye, worst chat, Omega. How dare you? Goodbye, YouTube. God bless and ciao.